Since Leon was massaged by the Silver Dragon Queen, Leon has a mixed attitude towards the Silver Dragon Queen's feet. He felt quite comfortable, but he also felt a sense of humiliation. As a hero, he is not allowed to have this pleasure. However, when Roswise once again proposed to ask Leon to help him press his feet and put on shoes, Leon refused on the surface, but in fact, he swallowed his saliva inwardly. One day, Queen Roswise was studying the blood curse that made her pregnant at once. Looking at the introduction in the Forbidden Book, the blood curse can only be used once in a lifetime. But Roswitha suddenly thought of something, murmuring to herself that if it was improved, it might become a good way to play. He. Just as Roswise was immersed in the idea of doing something, a beautiful figure suddenly appeared in the room. Seeing it was his trusted Lowwiser, he instantly put away his playful smile. How's the investigation going? Hearing this, his confidant surely said, Your Majesty, I didn't find the whereabouts of Tiger and his wife in the Empire. They are missing. Their information has been erased very clearly. I couldn't track down their whereabouts. Hearing Shirley's report, Lowwiser fell into deep thought. According to Leon, his master was just an ordinary farm old man. But now it seems that it's not that simple. Roswise looked up at Shirley. He ordered that under the condition of ensuring her safety, to continue the investigation, notify me immediately if there is any news. Yes, Your Majesty. Meanwhile, Leon was teaching Moon how to practice swordsmanship. Was holding a wooden stick, but every swing of his hand was a thunderous killing move, which made Moon, who was observing, excited and praised. Then Moon took the wooden ring and slashed at the wooden root while Leon and Moon were immersed in practicing swordsmanship. Quietly came to the martial arts field. When Moon saw that it was his mother, he was overjoyed and called out to his mother. This, Leon also turned his head back from the inspection. Lowwiser nodded in reply, and was then attacked by the little Moon. Lowwiser showed a kind smile. He touched Moon's head and said, Did you listen to your father? Moon replied happily, Yes. Moon is very obedient. That also taught Moon the posture of holding a sword. Lowwiser smiled and said, Moon is very good, but we will have dinner later. I asked the chef to make steak. You go and change your clothes. Hearing that there would be steak for dinner, he immediately lit up and said, Okay, steak is Moon's favorite. Then Moon took the maid and jumped to the kitchen. Seeing that Moon was far away, Lowwiser turned to look at Leon. Luo sighed. Before he finished speaking, Lowwiser felt a murderous horror coming towards him. A pointed stick was coming towards Lowwiser. Looking at the sharp wooden stick so close, Lowwiser sneered and said, Finally decided to attack me, pointing a weapon at me in the Silver Dragon Temple. It's a crime of disobedience and will be executed. Hearing this, Leon looked at Roswise seriously. This is just a branch. Queen, do you call a branch a weapon? Aren't you the strongest Dragon-slayer? If you take it seriously, this branch can also be a weapon to kill in your hands. Seeing the joking smile of Lowwiser, Mr. Leon pretended to sigh, and then quickly changed his face. He leaned against Lowwiser and said, If you want to praise properly. Why are you being so sarcastic? Lowwiser moved away and said, Who's praising you? Seeing such a cold was speechless at Luo's salvage. He originally wanted to scare you, tease you, but you're not afraid, which is boring. Then the two sat on the chair and chatted together. Luo Siwishi told Leon Noah had a letter yesterday. Noah said he was doing well, and parents don't need to worry too much. Hearing this, Leon was the letter that short. But then he thought it was good that Noah wrote back. Then Leon talked about Noah's personality. It's very similar to Roswise, always keeping a straight face, making it hard to guess what he was thinking. But as long as you find the right way, it's still pleasant to get along with. Lowwiser was stunned for a moment, said that Noah actually admired you. He has a typical dragon psychology, admires the strong and yearning for the strong. You are now a scholar in his heart. So he said he wanted to get many firsts and definitely doesn't want Leon to smiled awkwardly. I thought in the heart I was just a weakling. While talking to Leon, Roswise, while taking off her awkward high heels. Actually, when you first woke up, Noah kept avoiding you, right? But in fact, during your coma, he often went to see. Occasionally, I found out. He would make excuses to say he was going to see also talked about. When Moon and Noah were kids, when Moon and Noah were little, no one could coax them, but as long as they were pleased, they would immediately calm down. Perhaps even when you were unconscious, blood relationship already connects you tightly. When it comes to blood relationship, Leon was obviously stunned. In Leon's memory, bloodline was a very vague thing. He was an orphan since he had never experienced parental love, nor did he know what family love was. When he was 5 years old, he met his master and mistress. Although master and mistress had no blood relationship with Leon, they treated Leon as their son. This was the first time Leon had the concept when he saw other families playing happily. Leon always felt a sense of loss. He would even imagine if only his master and mistress were his parents. Whenever this happened, the gentle mistress would always touch Leon's head and say, "You will be someone else's father in the future." The concept of father was so unfamiliar to young Leon, but now it is so familiar. At this moment, Leon remembered what his wife had said about family. They are the people you want to love and protect them and give everything. Family is blood thicker than water. Leon is more certain that they are the family I cherish the most now. And Los Viscos was standing nearby, watching Leon's expression from doubt to firmness. He asked, "Fool, what are you daydreaming about? We should go back to eat." Leon, who was interrupted from his thoughts, would discover his thoughts. He stood up in a panic and said, "Nothing, and thank you for telling me this. Let's go back then." Hearing Leon's thanks, Roswise gave a sinister smile and stretched out his deadly leg to say thank you. "Then help me put on my shoes." Hearing this, Leon instantly fell into a daze. No, it's still coming. Anyone who has been raped by the dragon knows that. Knowing that this life is simply unbearable after being exploited by Los Wither for countless days, and sometimes being bullied by his feet, Leon saw the light of tomorrow for the first time. As long as Leon defeats Los Wither will give Leon 1 month. Leon was so excited that he danced with joy. But if Leon loses, he would have to agree to one of Los Viscos' unreasonable demands. Moon were also watching the battle. Since he was bullied by Los Wisher with his feet, he felt a little resistance to touching Los Wisher's feet. But when Los Wisher offered to help him press his feet and put on shoes, Leon felt a little joy in his heart. But what came out of Leon's mouth was, "You want me to help you press your feet and put on shoes? How could it be? Don't even think about it. I was humiliated enough when I helped you wash your feet, and now you come again. I'm a hero. I don't want to lose face." After hearing this, he kicked Leon in the face directly. He said that he kissed me at the entrance ceremony. "I haven't settled the score with you yet. Now you can't even help me put on my shoes. Stop talking nonsense and help me put them on." In the end, Leon, while complaining, helped Los Wisher put on his shoes. Los Wisher looked at Leon and concentrating on putting on his shoes. "You said you were reluctant, but you're quite quick." Leon replied sarcastically, "That's right. Putting shoes on you is much easier than nailing clothes." Leon's words instantly ignited Roswise's anger, and it happened that he had just put on his shoes. He kicked Leon with all his strength. However, Leon seemed to have anticipated this move from He quickly dodged the kick. Then he directly mocked Roswiser. "As long as I run fast, you can't hit me." Hearing this, Roswiser cursed, "What's the use of running so fast? You'll suffer tonight." The days of being tortured at night always passed quickly. A few days later, Leon and Losworth brought Moon to an open grassland. A huge dragon was circling in the sky. Looking at the appearance of the dragon, couldn't help but ask, "This dragon should be several times bigger than you, and it should be very powerful." Loswiser replied, "This is the dragon Leviathan. It's huge in size, but it is not strong in combat. Due to its excellent endurance and emotional stability, it is usually assigned to the dragon as a transporter." Then the dragon flew over Leon and Roswise and stopped. Then the transmission light shot towards the ground. Soon, Noah's figure appeared in the teleportation array. "I'm back." Mother finally saw her sister. Mom was the first to rush up and hug Noah. "I miss you so much." Then Noah pouted and came to Leon, saying. Leon nodded. thinking happily in his heart. The child may not be used to calling me dad, but it doesn't matter, which was much better than before. Then the family of 4 walked back to the palace. After returning, Noah took out the test papers from school. Alchemy Machinery, Basic Magic Introduction, Young Dragon Edition, and the top score in the first volume of Dragon history. Noah getting so many first places, Lu Saiwish and Mu-En both showed surprise and happiness. Then Noah took out the last test paper. This is the all-round physical fitness test with 95 but he didn't get the first place. This, Lu Siwizi and Mu-En went up to comfort her. Your daughter is already great. There's no need to apologize. Mom is right. In Mom's heart, her sister is the best. And Leon listened to the 2 women's praise for Noah. He showed an awkward expression. One of them is not good at expressing emotions, and the other expresses emotions too much. Only the father can handle it. Then Leon picked up Noah's test paper and looked at it. The content of the test paper is running. Push UPS. Pull UPS. These are basic physical training. Those at your same level are 4 or 5-year-old children. It's normal that his physical fitness is a little worse. Then look at the practical combat section. Your practical combat training is 9 years long. It's the highest winning rate in the class. This also shows although that you don't have as much strength as those kids, but in terms of strategy and combat skills, you are far ahead. So you don't need to worry too much about the 3rd place. You'll have plenty of opportunities to surpass them. Noah gradually smiled, but also asked Leon, I heard from my mom when you were in school, you were the first in every subject. Leon was taken aback and then answered Noah's question. Actually, when I first started school, I wasn't the first one at first, but later I climbed to the top with hard work and perseverance. You still have a lot of time. Don't be discouraged by a single mistake. I believe you can do better. Hearing Leon's encouragement, Noah nodded and said, I know. At this time, who was listening, asked Leon and Roswise. Dad is so good. If he fought with his mother, who would win? When it comes to the topic of who would win in Leon and Roswise both answered without hesitation. Leon almost wanted to have a fight on the spot. Then Leon said that in his actual combat whether it was unarmed combat or weapon magic battles, no one was his match. Of course, I'm better. But Roswise calmly retorted that, although I didn't win as many honors as you did, but when it comes to critical moments, I will win. The 2 started arguing directly. Neither of them backed down. Didn't you just marry me because you couldn't beat me? That you married me. It's a joke that you didn't beat me. That you had this lovely couple, Moon and Noah. While arguing, they walked out of the room to prepare to have a real battle between man and dragon. This scene excited Man and Noah to the extreme. Noah grabbed Man's hand and walked out. Man, let's go and see. Soon, Leon and Roswise both got into fighting stance, while Mu-En and Noah held popcorn to watch the battle. While Leon and Roswise were warming up, Roswise sneered, your body has not recovered to fight with me. So what? There aren't many chances to fight against the Silver Dragon Queen. I have to seize the opportunity. Roswise waved his hand. Why don't we make a bet? It's more interesting. Leon was stunned and asked, if you win, what? You won't touch me for a month. If I win, you have to fulfill one of my requests. After hearing Roswise's bet, Leon pondered for a moment. Although he didn't know what perverted requests the dragon, but as long as I win, I can relax for a month. Then Leon immediately agreed to the bet with Roswise. So let's start. Anyone who has fought against the 1,000-year-old appetite is extremely large. If she doesn't eat for a day, she is very hungry. The mother dragon Roswise said she would give Leon and even offered a month off. This news made Leon extremely happy. He can finally restore his damaged vitality. There is a precondition for this vacation. That is the brave Leon. He needs to defeat the mother dragon. After hearing the request, Leon immediately took up battle positions. There were also 2 important audiences present. Who are their 2 precious daughters, Mu-En and Noah. When Man's cola cup fell to the sound of collision, Leon and Roswitha heard the sound and they immediately Leon jumped up to punch, ready to hit Roswise. However, this human fist, how could it hurt the 1,000-year-old mother dragon? Immediately put up his hands to defend. Blocking this attack, Then it swung its flexible tail to stab Liang. As the once strongest warrior, his strength and speed are still far beyond others. Rosweiser's tail attack was still dodged by Liang's flexibility. Rosweiser seemed to have expected Liang's speed and agility. In an instant, Rosweiser transformed his tail into a dragon sword. Unfortunately, Liang deflected all these moves taking advantage of the gap that Rosweiser needed to rest. Liang quickly switched his hands and feet with a flying kick. The power of this move was much greater than before. Although Rosweiser blocked it in advance, he was still kicked several meters away. Lothar pondered for a moment and thought about fighting. I'm not at an advantage. I better keep my distance. I'll use magic. Seeing the dragon standing far away, Liang immediately taunted. It seems that the queen doesn't want to fight me close. Hearing this, Lothar chuckled, saying that he only needed to defeat him, and immediately changed his hand to attack Liang with the terrifying flames rushed towards Liang. Liang immediately dodged these dragon eyes. At this time, who was in the audience, saw Liang running away. Noah if his father was going to lose. He's been running away. Noah, who is the youngest student to be admitted to the Dragon Academy, more than Mulan. Not necessarily. Dad uses pure physical skills to attack and dodging his mother's attacks, while Mom kept using Long Yan to deal with it and looking for a chance to attack. This also shows that she is not sure to win Dad in close combat. Hearing this, Mulan looked at Noah with admiration. Sister, you know so much. Ha ha ha. These are what the teacher taught in class. The scene returns to the battle between Liang and Rosweiser. Liang and Rosweiser are playing the game of chase and escape. Liang, aren't you fast? Just hide from him. Rosweiser increased the magic energy. One by one, dragon flames quickly rushed towards Liang, also accelerated and quickly dodged these dragon flames. After dodging, he also taunted, I'm not only fast, but also very tough. Hearing this, Rosweiser seemed excited and clenched his hands. Can you withstand such dragon flames? Then a huge range of dragon flames rushed towards Liang. Liang had no way to dodge. A loud explosion sounded, and the center of the battlefield was filled with smoke. But there was a sound of thunder in the thick smoke. Liang emerged from the smoke with lightning all over him and said proudly in his mouth, You're too slow. Rosweiser. Seeing this scene, Rosweiser was still a little surprised. This guy, he used lightning magic to enhance his body. And Liang, who was strengthened by directly magic, charged towards Rosweiser and shouted in his mouth, No one can take away my 1 month vacation. This also shows that Liang was bullied badly earlier. How could the mother dragon let her prey rest? Rosweiser raised his hand to block all of Liang's attacks. And Rosweiser was also preparing to use his ultimate because he didn't expect that Liang's body used lightning magic, which is harmful to the body. But Rosweiser's concern was noticed by Liang. His flaw was only a moment. Liang adjusted the range of his attack. First, he kicked Rosweiser's lower body, making Rosweiser fall down first. Then he punched with a long charge lightning fist and rushed towards Rosweiser's head. When the fist was about half a meter away from Rosweiser, Liang withdrew his fist and changed it to a hand grab. Liang quickly grabbed Rosweiser's arm and pulled him back. Finally, Liang preventing the mother dragon from looking falling at the delicate little chi in his arm was moved. Even Rosweiser blushed. But Rosweiser also took the opportunity of being held to release dragon flame. Liang was immediately burned by the dragon flame. The dragon flame dissipated as soon as Liang let go of Rosweiser. Immediately. Rosweiser looked at Liang with a little anger. The battle isn't over yet. How can you be distracted? If this were on the battlefield, you would die. The truth also attracted Mu and Noah, Mom and Dad, who won in the end. Hearing this, Liang said that I lost careless in the end. Seeing this, Rosweiser also said, I still admit that you are very strong. Without enchanted armor and a suitable weapon, you can fight me like this just with your body skills. No one has ever done it before you. After hearing this, Liang said with high spirits, if I use all my strength, I can definitely beat you. However, Rosweiser directly skipped this topic, but instead said with a smile on his lips, since you admit you lost, don't forget or bet. Hearing that there was still a bet, he spat out a mouthful of blood. Finally, he faked death and fell asleep. Seeing this, Moon and Noah walked up and said, "Is Dad dead?" Loveweather said happily that it's okay. He just used up too much energy and needs to rest. Mom will make him recover tonight.